Hi everybody, we're going to get right into it today. We're going to be using some craft cardstock and a stencil. This is a stencil that I actually got from a Stamp of Approval box, but I'm going to be using it here today with the white craft ink. And I just taped it down using a little bit of the blue, like the painter's tape. And just on the one side, because it's laying it down pretty easy. And what I'm doing is, I don't have a sponge dauber for the white craft ink, so I'm using a makeup sponge to just evenly spread it around this craft cardstock that I have on my mat here. And normally you'd probably want to do this on top of like a craft mat, like the one from Tim Holtz. I think even the guy who has the Color Burst has one, Ken Oliver. So there's a lot of different craft mats out there, or at least some scratch paper. I just wanted to get this going, and I didn't have any near me, so I was okay with it. So for this highlighted technique, what you do is, once you do it all in the white initially, you clean off your stencil, and when you go to lay it down on the page again, you just go off center just a little bit so that you create a natural highlight after you do your color shading. And what we're doing here is I'm just using now the Tim Holtz, I want to say it's the Grapesicle Distress ink, and I'm just spreading it around just like I did with the white ink. But the magic happens when you take the stencil off. I know I've said this before, but I'm telling you, if you don't have any, you need to get some stencils in your life, because it is just really amazing what it does. So you have a natural highlight on that one side of the design of the stencil. So for the card that I'm making, I have pre-done this doily die cut, and I wanted it to tie into the purple, so I'm using the same distress ink, and I'm going around the outside of it because I have a piece that's obviously covering the center for the sentiment. So once we're finished doing that, then I'm going to stamp the two images. It's a happy and birthday, or not happy birthday, excuse me, happy anniversary. Because I need to do some anniversary cards this month, because my parents' anniversary is at the end of the month, and I wanted to make, some different cards, so that way when it comes up, I'll have a card ready for them. So this one's saying happy anniversary, and I just used the Versa Fine Black Onyx ink, which is perfect for the clear stamps. And then I didn't want it to be so stark white. So at first I was using the little mini circle there to kind of do the edge, but it made it too sharp of an edge. So I just went around trying to blend out that harsh line, and then I just very lightly blended some in the middle, so that way it wouldn't be so much of a stark contrast. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get everything kind of taped together, and I'm just putting tape on the back, and then I'm going to line it up in the center. That's for the doily. And then for the happy anniversary part, I'm going to use some dimensional tape, and I'm just putting it on the back, tearing off the back pieces, and then we're going to put that piece down. Alright. And of course, I mean, that right there, it's still a very pretty card, you know. What I had to do though is off camera, I went and just trimmed down the top and the sides, so that way the border of the card would look really nice. It was right at the same size of a regular A2 card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I just wanted to trim it down just a little bit, so that way we would have a nice border. And those are Prima flowers that I'm using right there. And whenever you get the Prima flowers, if you use just a little bit of water, get it damp, you can refluff them, so that way they have, because sometimes I don't know if you've seen it, but in the packaging they come smushed, like they're kind of like smushed down. So you want to bring some life to them. Just wet them a little bit and then just kind of fluff it with your fingers, and it'll bring the flower back to life. And we're just putting those on with glue dots. And I wanted just another pop of color besides the purple, so that's why I picked the one green flower to go in the middle. And we're just doing the last one here. And right there, you could have stopped with the card. You really could have. But I'm going to give you guys 2 guesses. Oh, it's already on the screen. But yes, we're putting just a few sequins down. Why? Because we can. Why not, right? So what I decided to do was I have the purple sequins, and then I also combined some silver and clear to put those down. And we're using the pickup stick and the multi-medium matte finish, the glue from Ranger. And it's super simple, really quick and easy to use. I highly suggest that you guys get it. And just in case, I know some of you may have seen it on other people's, but the tip on my multi-medium matte is a precision tip, and that is something that you purchase separately, okay? So when you go to order that small bottle or you buy it in the store, don't be confused when it doesn't have that thin point, you know, on the end. It's not going to have that. You're going to have to get it on your own, okay? Alright, so we're just putting down the last few pieces, the last few sequins. And I'm telling you, like, I don't know what it is about the sequins. Sequins are like stickles to me. You know, it's just sometimes when you get to the end of the card and you add the stickles, or you add, you know, the Wink of Stella glitter pen, or you add a few sequins, it seems like it elevates the card to that next level. Like, the card was already nice and it was really pretty, and, you know, we love the purples. But just these few sequins with these flowers, and it's like, it's done. It's complete. Well, I thank you guys for joining me. I think I'm going to keep playing with these stencils. I have a few more. I think it would be fun to do some other patterns to see if we can, how it would look with the highlight, with the white. So check me out next week. I'll be having another one, and I'll see you guys on our next video, which is this Friday. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Have a good day, you guys.